Hi, welcome back to yet another episode of ABCD Anybody Can Do, Season 2. So, today I'm going to discuss a bit more in depth on selection of a doctorate level thesis, research topic. Well, I've been getting a lot of inquiries from my followers around the world asking me to specify a bit more on the selection of the topic. Well, you see, doing a thesis at the doctorate level, that is doing a research at the doctorate level, first of all, we have to be knowing what is our area of interest. That's foremost thing. Number two, do I have a background on that particular area? A very important thing. I may have done my master's on, say for example, on accounting, but it so happens I want to do now a PhD research on education policy. Well, many universities will definitely allow you to carry on that, but the ideal situation is to be with your line of interest and academic arena, whereby you have more chances of getting a good success. Now, let me explain you. For example, if I am not belonging to the same area of my academic interest on which I want to do a research, as I was mentioning you, I went from the background of accounting, but I now want to do a research on education policy. So, what is education policy? What's the background of education policy? How the education policy comes into position? So now I have to be gathering all those information as a part of my background to my thesis. Since I don't belong to this fraternity, my background is accounting, so it's going to take me quite a while to get a grip on my subject. So by the time I get a grip on my subject, it may so happen that I have really spent a considerable amount of time understanding education policy, understanding the wings of the education policy, understanding the process of the education policy, which otherwise, had I chosen accounting as my area of research in my PhD or at my doctorate level, then my basic things are already covered up during my master's or my accounting background profession. So I need to spend relatively lesser time in understanding the field of research onto accounting, rather than spending a huge portion of the time initially to understand an area on which I don't have my expertise. So that's why the selection of topic and the research is so important, that it is always advisable to be linked with the area where you as a researcher have your core competency. Because if you ask me to write on a topic on accounting, since I belong to the accounting fraternity background, I also have a background on management and marketing, so it's a different story, but many would not have so. Now, if for me, my last degree obtained before my PhD would be accounting, then I am comfortable in accounting. You ask me to write on, I can keep on writing on accounting. I can go on talking about accounting, hours after hours, because that's the area of my specialization. Now, being from the accounting background, if you want me to do a research on the education policy, yes, I can do. But just imagine the amount of time I have to spend on doing the research and doing literatures to understand the basic of education policy. Now, if you ask me to come and stand here and talk about education policy, well, I can. But the amount of the knowledge that I will be able to share with you spontaneously would be much, much lesser than had it been my core competency topic. So that's why maybe 5 minutes Maybe I can speak for 10 minutes on education policy. Thereafter, I don't have much to talk about unless I go back to literature, I start digging the literature, I start finding out what is there more to talk about on education policy. So that's why the selection of topic is so important, that it must belong to your area of competency. It is always advisable, have some researches, have some publication done on that area where you want to carry on your research at the doctorate level. So it is much comfortable zone for you to carry on your further research. Okay, if you think it was helpful to you, then do share the video. And of course, don't forget to like the video. And if you have yet not subscribed to my channel, I would kindly request you to do so, and don't miss out any of my new videos of the season 2, of course, but don't forget to press the bell icon at the top. So until next time, I will be seeing you in some other topic. So now I'm going to sign off as of now. So till next time, in some other place, in some other location, I would be talking about some important topic of your interest. So I'm now signing off. Ciao.